Hi there, Taurus and Taurus rising. This is KK Kimberly Knox, your astrologer. This is a general reading for the month of March, and it is a hot to trot month. Your ruler, Venus, has also got a lot of stuff on its plate, helping us to delve into what we really want to do and become, and it's big things are unfolding this month. So let's get started. We have a lot to talk about, where the solar eclipse is affecting you, the lunar eclipse, and some movement of some major planets. Okay, so you've had Saturn. Let's talk about Saturn first, because that's it's the big guy. This is where we have to pay attention and do our homework, and where we can be having pain, but we've been dealing with it for quite some time now, so we might be getting, some things all sorted out that we've been working on. This is your 8th house. This has to do with loans, taxes, insurance, money that you have with partnership money, dealing with any type of insurance issues, your partner's, your major partner's money, so your husband or wife's income here, funding projects, money that you get so that you can fund a business or a new idea. Mars is going into this area on March the 5th, so this is adding extra energy. Mars is a trigger planet. It adds energy to the area that it's in. Don't worry, Mars is doing retrograde, and it's going to be back into Sagittarius on August the 2nd, after going back into your 7th house. So you're really going through this whole area of partnership and funding, and really delving deep into this and making sure that you're moving on in great ways. So this also can have to do with your intimacy. Perhaps you want to take your intimacy to a new level and and really work on that so that it's most beneficial to you and your partner. The other beautiful thing is we have a grand trine in Earth. Okay, we've got Pluto and we've got Jupiter in your 5th house. So Jupiter in your 5th house is so creative. It's amazing for expanding that area of creativity, but it's also great for what you're working on with your children or your first child particularly. And so this is giving you a lot of benefit for all. Taurus is born between like the 5th, 6th, all the way to the 12th. Your sun is really in line, and this is going to be triggering toward the middle of the month, the 15th and 16th. So look for really great times for you're able to put some power and structure into success here, because Jupiter gives you the tools to expand, and Pluto is this force of power and transformation. That's beautiful. And so you've had a lot of energy in the top of your chart. That's your career. So whatever you're working on there, you've got Mercury also going into Pisces. So it's leaving that sector, going into the sector where this eclipse is happening. Mercury is our thoughts and thinking, what we're thinking about. So your thoughts and all of your conversations have been a lot on your career lately. It's going to go into the 11th house, which has to do with groups and friends. Now the eclipse is there too, and this has been going on for a bit because the eclipses have been in this sector for a while. So perhaps you're leaving old friends behind. You're developing new friendships that are very, very beneficial to you. You're joining groups, possibly starting meetups, or you're doing lectures to different associations that have been fruitful for you. Perhaps you're joining some new humanitarian type of group, or ways to give back in charitable ways, doing some type of fundraisers, getting involved with that. This is where the eclipse is happening. The eclipse wants you to sit up and take notice. Now, also because it brings truth to light, you might find out something, some secret about a friend that you're dealing with, and perhaps it has to do something with, your funding or projects, and it might be something good, or whatever it is, it's information that you need to know, because eclipses bring things to light. It's a glaring truth. It helps you make decisions and to go forward. Mercury zips right through the sign of Pisces, and it goes into Aries on the 21st, and then you're kind of working behind the scenes at that point. But the big thing has to do with where Saturn is, where Mars is moving. The lunar eclipse is coming into your 6th house. So your 6th house has to do with how do you maintain your body, your physical body, what do you eat, and how do you work out. It has to do with your daily working environment. So some things will come to a head around that time, and perhaps you have some success, or you want to make some changes, or you let some things go at that time. But you'll see the lunar eclipse be taking place in your 6th house. So make sure that whatever this work you've been doing for your physical body, you're going to see more, or your work environment will change around that time. But something will come to light around the 23rd, 24th, 25th. Now those are big days as well because of things that are happening also in the sky. All right, so Venus is going to be moving from your 10th house. You've had the fruits of Venus. Venus just brings nice things. It's going to go into your 11th house on March the 12th. So this could add benefit and favor from your groups of friends. And maybe you find new romance amongst a group, or so getting out to go to groups or things with like people. You might, if you're looking and you're single and you're looking for things, go around that area, and that would be helpful and beneficial. Your ruler Venus is going to be in a 1st quarter square with Mars on the 14th. This is hot and spicy because Mars always adds like a little nth, and it shows us what we've like put forth since November the 2nd when they met up before. We planted a seed of what we really wanted. It was in Virgo for you, so you planted the seed around energy of some creative thing that you're bringing forth, something in romantic life, something with your children, something you're bringing forth from the heart energy. This is the Leo house, creative realm. And so we're going to see that, and that's around the 1st quarter of the moon as well. Mercury's really hot during this time. It's going to be helping us to make plans that we need to. While Mercury is in the sign of Pisces, we're also thinking about our vision, our goals. So this is the 11th house is your long-term goals. Like, where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself? What goals do you have for you? What are you achieving? What do you want to achieve? And how do you need to do that? And some friends that may be helping you get along the way. On the vernal equinox, which is March the 20th, we have Venus coming together with Neptune. This is a very romantic time for you. Don't let money slip through your fingers, because Venus rules money as well. So don't be going to the casino really on that Saturday night and Sunday, because really it's just really not good for the pocketbook. But if you have plenty to give and you're taking care of other people, that could also happen. More generous. Don't be putting on the rose-colored glasses when it comes to romance. Make sure you have some realistic views, but not to burst the bubble, because it's a super romantic time. Do something special with your sweetheart, for goodness sakes. It could be a friend. Create your dream board. This is a great time for planting wishes around a dream board, so you'll see that come up. Dream board wishes. And let's look here. Venus also, we've got Venus the 25th all the way through the 26th. Venus is hot. Like I said, it's hot to trot. Why? Because it's going to oppose Jupiter the 25th. So watch your spending. Although I just think it's going to bring, it's just going to bring you to life with more enthusiasm around that time. And then Venus is going to square Saturn. That brings you right back down to Earth in reality. It's a 1st quarter square with Saturn. So we're going to see where we planted some seeds of when Venus and Saturn comes together. It says, what do I want to grow? What traditions, what things do I want to build? At 1st quarter, we've seen what we're building here. We're building some structure around something, and that's what Saturn does. Venus also will be then sextiling Pluto. So this is powerful. Enjoy your relationships around that time. Also get your money in order and just have a really good time. But whatever is happening with Venus, this is your ruler, so this energy is being brought forth to you. The lunar eclipse, we said, is happening in your 6th house. So again, that's the focus is on your physical side, your friends and groups that you're joining or maybe joining, or things are changing in that area, because there tends to be a restructuring, a liberation. So you may be losing friends, gaining new friends. Just remember all that. And I think that's it for now. Mercury is very helpful for us also getting a plan together, especially toward the end of the month when Mercury goes into Aries and it's super fast and sharp. So use the beginning of the month to really water is perfect for earth. So use this time to get into this frame of vision that you want to accomplish and bring that forth. And Taurus, you have a fantastic March. I'm grateful for everyone that subscribes to my channel and leaves me any comments. I have an Instagram page, Kimberly Knox, and this page will give you some inspirational images and photos and quotes and align you with some of the energy that's happening on a daily basis in astrology. Make it a terrific month.